One of the wisest and most powerful members of the Jedi Order to have ever lived, what if Master Yoda were to train a team of Pokémon that could help him fulfill his role as the Grand Master of the Jedi Order? Well, here it is, the next installment in this new series. Also, I apologise for making you guys wait so long for the next episode. Something else I wanted to point out before anyone else does. When I first started doing these videos, I was unaware that the YouTuber Super Nerd Daniel was already doing similar ones. But I figured I would keep doing my own as we do have our own take on the topics, but feel free to go and check out his videos too. If you are unfamiliar with the rules and criteria for the teams assembled in these videos, you can check them out in the description down below. Lastly, we are primarily focusing on Yoda during the events of the prequel trilogy, rather than his time in exile in the original trilogy. With all that out of the way, let us begin. Master Yoda was a very wise and knowledgeable Force user. He often spent his time meditating and seeking knowledge and enlightenment in the Force, as is the way of a Jedi Consular, though he was not afraid to take on missions of his own. His fighting style relied heavily on the use of overwhelming speed and agility. With centuries of experience under his belt, our team will be made with all these factors taken into consideration. Number 1. Medicham. One of Yoda's main focuses in life is achieving enlightenment in the Force, which he achieves through constant daily meditations, strengthening his connection to it. So what better Pokemon for this than the Meditate Pokemon Medicham? This Pokemon is known to meditate to heighten its sixth sense, and is able to foretell a foe's actions in battle, something a Jedi, especially one of Yoda's caliber, can accomplish. In addition, Medicham is also to see the aura of opponents, in a similar fashion to Lucario, and it even has balanced offensive stats, making it viable for both physical and special attacks, much like how Yoda was regarded as both the best duelist in the Jedi Order and its most powerful member. Number 2. Noctowl. Okay, before I give my reason for why I chose this Pokemon, I've got to ask a question. How many of you at one point or another used to think that Noctowl was a psychic type? Come on, be honest. I used to. Noctowl is a Pokemon known for its psychic powers and is known to be very wise, enough so to the point where it can sharpen its intellect by twisting its head. In addition, Noctowl has excellent eyesight, perfect for detecting danger at night. Should Yoda need some extra wisdom or help rooting out danger on mission, Noctowl is the perfect counterpart. Number 3. Ninjask. Ninjask is here for one reason and one reason alone. Its speed. Ninjask is said to move with such speed that it becomes unseeable. This Pokemon represents Yoda's speed in battle, as you would expect from the fastest non-legendary Pokemon in the game. Although it is quite fragile, if it's too fast to defend against, much like Yoda, you can't fight back. Number 4. Hitmontop. This creature is also here for one reason alone, its martial prowess. Much like Yoda, Hitmontop is a formidable opponent to face off against in physical combat. With its incredibly fast kicks acting as both a mixture of offense and defense, Hitmontop is primed and ready to fight alongside his master whenever needed, since they both rely heavily on the use of acrobatics in battle. Number 5. Drampa. This Pokemon is here because it shares two specific traits with Yoda. It's very friendly and humble, just like a Jedi should be, and it's also incredibly powerful, boasting an excellent special attack stat. If Hitmontop represents Yoda's expertise in physical combat, then Drampa represents Yoda's formidable power with the Force, or in other words, Yoda's non-physical power. Both of them also like children and take great joy in watching out for them, so it's great that they share another personality trait as well. Time for some honourable mentions. Gothitelle, a Pokemon that can sense the future and predict its trainer's lifespan. Espeon, if you've seen my Pokemon team for Obi-Wan Kenobi, you will know why this elegant creature is here. Greninja, it fits a similar battle style and role to Ninjask. Stoutland, let's just quote its Pokemon Sun Pokédex entry. Intelligent, good-natured, and valiant, it's a trustworthy partner on rescue teams. Talonflame, it's fast. What else needs to be said about it? Lucario, for obvious reasons. It's the Pokemon that most people think of when comparing Pokemon and Star Wars. I promise I will put him in an actual team eventually. Number 6. Gardevoir. The Pokemon equivalent of a Jedi Consular, Gardevoir is one of the most loyal and Jedi-like Pokemon that could ever exist. With enough power to create black holes, the Embrace Pokemon is said to give its life in order to protect its trainer, a most noble and Jedi-like thing to do. Let's also make this Pokemon Yoda's Mega Evolution. I feel it makes the most sense out of the pocket monsters on the list so far. I was considering Medicham for this pick as well, but Gardevoir came to mind first, so I went with her. Since this video received the most amount of votes, you can expect to see Boba Fett's Pokemon team in the next video. Until then guys, thank you very much for encouraging the continuation of this series, and thank you so much for your patience. Be sure to follow me on Twitter for updates, and until next time, may the Force be with you.